welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today we're going to be working with Katie Squirrel again because she's gorgeous and why not. And I'm going to work with the Autumn Spice paper pad from last year as well. Now I'm just grabbing I need to take the sentiment stamp off a minute. I want to, so I've got this. I just want to check she fits on, because we're going to do some paper piecing. Actually, she will fit in perfectly on there. So what I'm wanting to do is, instead of colouring her in, I'm just wanting to stamp her up. And we're going to stamp her on top of this. Hopefully I can get her on perfectly. There we go. In the in our pumpkin, and I'm going to cut her out. Oh, look at that. She fits just perfectly. And then I'm thinking I might put one in here as well and cut her out. So instead of doing colouring in, we are actually using the we're using different papers to colour it in as well. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. And then, so I'm just going to cut her out of that one and then cut her out of this one. So if you're not like it, if you don't like to colour in, then this is definitely something that you can do. Now I am going to kiss cut her. All that means is, oh, she's not going to have a border on. So I'm going to cut right along the edge, which, yeah, I'm not the greatest at, but yeah, I feel like we don't need to leave a border on. And yeah, I was, last time I worked with her and I was cutting her out, I found that she was quite easy to kiss cut, so she wasn't too bad. Because I know some designs and some stamps can be quite difficult to get along that line, so I'm hoping it's not too bad for you if you want to. So we're going to cut her out. Now I've got a few inks as well, because I'd like to ink this up just to give a little bit of shading and other things. So get rid of that. And then, yeah, and then I thought we could put a quick simple card together. I have to say, I love this stamp set so much. I've really enjoyed playing with it. Oh, she's just fab. She's just absolutely fab. So I'm just cutting this one out. So when you are cutting it out, if you're cutting it out like me, always start with the tail, because that's the smallest bit and that's the bit that's the hardest to get around. And it just gives you more room in which to hold your piece, so that, yeah, it's easier to cut out. And then the wider bits, yeah, I hope that makes sense. I always try and sort of think of ways. I always look about where I start on, like when I do my fussy cutting, because I find that if I have a thin bit like the tail, I find that if you leave that to last, it is such a nightmare to go around. Whereas if you do it first, it's a lot easier to do. So yeah, a little tip for you there. So, and then just cutting those extra bits off, that cutting the bits off in little bits really helps as well. Right, okay, so we've done that. Now there is some mushrooms here which I like the idea of, so I'm going to cut the biggest one out. So let's get that. So like I said, this is part of the Autumn Spice collection. It was actually, well, it's part of the Festive Treasures collection from last year, but the paper pad is called Autumn Spice, and just perfect for the autumn, which is about to happen next month. Is it? No, it's towards the end of this month, isn't it? Or are we, you know? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember my seasons. Anyway, perfect for autumn crafting, which is one of my favourite crafts. as well as Christmas. So yeah. Right, I have left a border on this one. We're going to use our inks just to tone that white down. So there we have it. Right, let's get rid of these. I haven't brought my bin over, and I don't have a bin on my desk anymore because it's now a pot. So are you ready? Shall we see if we can make it? I made it last time I did it. Yes, we made it. Although I may not have made it. Oh, what is wrong with my chair? There's something. I'm trying to get my chair bit. There we go. Yeah, I wanted my chair just a little bit closer. Right, for our squirrels, what I'm going to do is grab, I need a blending brush. Let's have a look. Oh, this one will do. I'm going to use the bronze. I'm just going to do on around, actually, do I want the bronze? No, I don't like the bronze, so we're not going to use the bronze. Right, I'm going to use the rusty hinge because rusty hinge goes beautiful with this paper pad. So just using a littler brush than I would normally use, and it's just to go all the way around her, just so that she's got a little bit of colour. And then I'm really colouring in the acorn, so you'll probably be able to see better with this one what the ink is doing. So just like this, and then again I really want to darken up that acorn and just put a little bit of ink on her. So I mean, doesn't she look fab? And that's us not colouring in, but yeah, I think she looks brilliant. Now I'm going to come in with what is left on my desk, on my tile or mat, whatever we want to call it. Not putting any more on because I just want a hint. I don't want it too dark. We're just wanting to tone that white down because we still want the border, because I'm going to use the mushroom paper. So we still want that border, but we're not wanting, there we go, but we're not wanting it like bright white. Right, I'm going to grab my trimmer. We're going to cut this down. So I'm going to do an A2 card. So this is going to get cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. Actually, I want it the other way. There we go. And then I'm going to grab myself a card base, and we're going to stick this down. So let me just grab my glue, and we're just going to pop the glue all the way around the edge like so, and then I'm going to stick this down like that. Oh my goodness, that's so gorgeous. And then I'm thinking actually of raising this up, but do we have cardboard? Yes. Oh, I dropped a die. Of course I did. Right, so I'm going to raise these up. Okay, let's just cut these into bits so that we have our dimension. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is stick these all over the back like so. Okay, but I'm not going to put any on the bottom because I'm going to actually stick that bottom bit down onto the backing paper. So I'll show you what I mean. So let's put glue on there, and then if I just put some glue just down here, when we stick it down like this, we can then just hold that down just so that it's not going to get caught and pulled up. And then we've got our gorgeous Katie squirrel. So we do have, I don't know whether to use just one actually, I think just one. But let's put her there. So I'm going to pop some dimension on the back of her. Okay. And then, oh, look at that. She just sits there perfectly, doesn't she? I really love that orange against that, those mushrooms as well. So she's just going to sit there. And then I'm wanting a sentiment. So we're going to use the smile sentiment. But I'm thinking, what am I thinking? That I don't know whether to do it in this pumpkin. Let's get the smile. I'm going to just put it on this side. And then I'm going to use my black shadow again. I am going to fussy cut this out. Oh, no, we've already used that one. Oh, there's something underneath. Oh, there's something underneath. Can we do it without... Hopefully we haven't ruined it. I hope not anyway. Can we see that smile? Not quite. See, it looks better in person. I quite like that, but we can't quite see it, so maybe not. So what I'm going to do is actually, so this was me having a play. I'm just going to use a bit of this and we're going to just cut it out. And then we can use our ink and cut another one out because we're going to make a second card. There we go. A second card with it, because why not? Right, let me pop my stamp away like so. Right, there we go. And then I'm just going to fussy cut these out like this. Okay, around there. Okay, right, so there's our first one. And yeah, I like that. So let's just get, so I've still got a little bit of ink left on my tile. So we're just going to tone this down just ever so slightly because we don't want it bright white. And then that's just going to go there. So I'm going to pop this up on some dimension. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to glue that down onto our card just like that. And there we have our first card all done. Oh my goodness, she looks amazing. I love that. So there's our first one. And then because we've got another another piece, I'm going to cut out this one. Okay, so we're just going to fussy cut out this sentiment. It's quite a nice sentiment actually to fussy cut out. So just like that. And then again I'm going to ink it up. I'm not putting any more ink on my brush, just using what is around because there is plenty. Right, okay, now for this one I think I'm going to have the big pumpkins here. So we're going to cut this out. And then I think I want to have the wood backgrounds. So we're going to have just the wood. So I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And actually I'm going to come in with the orange pumpkin and cut this down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to use this as a matted layer. So let's glue this down on here like that. So we've just got that gorgeous background. Where's my card bases? There they are. Right, okay, and then I'm going to glue this down onto our card base itself, and it is the same size as the card, so I'm just going to, there we go, perfect. And then we're going to fussy cut this out, leaving that white border. I just think it looks nice with the white border on. Okay. And then all the way around. And these ones. Right. Nearly done. There we go. really, really nice. So I'm loving that. So I'm thinking let's have that flat, and I'm not actually going to ink this one up. So, and I think I'm going to recut out the smile and have it white as well, because I really like the bright white on it, because it hasn't got that white border. I'm liking how that's looking. So as I did stamp another white, then yeah, well, another smile, sorry, we'll just use that. So I'm going to cut that out. I must have known. I must have known. Right, okay. So we're going to have the smile, and then we're just going to have our Katie Squirrel just in the middle, I think. I'm liking that. Oh, she looks gorgeous. So let's raise her up. So just going to use some of our what you call it, oh, I can't think of the word, our cardboard. So just making sure to get quite a bit on. There we go. And then we're going to stick this down. So she's going to sit in the center, and then I just want to grab some cardboard again and just pop that on here. Okay, so there's our first one, and then this bit on like that. Okay, and then we're just going to stick that just to the side there, like so. I love that. Now to finish this one off, I'm going to come in with a ballpoint pen actually. What colour is this one? Blue. We don't want blue. We need a black. Blacks. Do you know, I can never find anything when I want it. Right, there we go. So it's just a black ballpoint pen. Yep, definitely black. And then I'm just going to draw a squiggly line border around the edge of this, just to frame it all nicely and give it a little bit more detail, like so. And then let's do some squiggly lines like that. Perfect. I am loving that. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous? Now, other thing I want to do is I want to bring in my glitter pen and actually put some glitter on the smile so that it just doesn't look boring, really. So yeah, oh, I love that. So I'm going to do this exactly the same with this one. So we're just going to put our smile on. It's activating that ink as well. Oh, that looks lovely. And I'm going to put some on her forehead as well. Yeah, why not? Right, so there we have it. Those are my 2 cards for today. I'll keep that for something else. Yeah, those are the cards for today using the brand new Katie Squirrel stamp set. I really do hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've been creating with the brand new stamp set. Do check out the lovely ladies who are on the design team. They're just fab. And have a look to see what they've been doing, because they have been working really, really hard on this, using this stamp set, and oh, they're just, yeah, I just love them. And they're just doing such an amazing job. So yeah, so go and check them out. That is it for me today. The Autumn Spice as well is also available on the website, along with a Katie Squirrel stamp set. So the link is in the description box below. Do check that out. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please consider subscribing if you're not already a subscriber. Give us a thumbs up and also leave us a comment. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.